So I think it's pretty safe to assume that trading the wheel strategy inside something like your Roth IRA should be a good thing, right? We know in the Roth IRA, all your capital gains and premiums are not taxed, they're tax-free. So with my love for the wheel strategy, and everybody knows how much I love the wheel strategy, they ask me all the time if I'm trading inside my Roth IRA. And the answer is always no. I am not currently trading the wheel inside my Roth IRA, and I really haven't planned on doing it until now. So we got a great voicemail last week inside the live stream, which I do every single Sunday night. And I figured I'd bring that to you, kind of explain why I don't trade the wheel inside something like my Roth IRA, why it might be a good idea for you or not, and just kind of give a clear picture and a full disclosure. And speaking of trading, guys, I would like to thank today's video sponsor, Moomoo, but more about that in just 1 second. Let's dive into a great voicemail from Robin.
Hey, Brad, it's Robin. So I was wondering if you would talk about why you don't wheel in your Roth IRA account, especially now that you are wheeling with VTI. If it's an issue of just set it and forget it, that makes sense to me. But if you have a different reason, I would like to understand your thought process. No criticism. Just want to understand your reasoning, and maybe others would like to understand it as well. Thanks. Have a good night.
Robin, you know I have thick skin. I don't take any criticism. Well, I do take criticisms, but this is not a criticism question. It's an honest question. Like, Brad, you make all these videos about trading options. Why not do it in a place where you can get tax-free growth on it? If you trade options and you do the wheel inside your Roth IRA, and it is Roth IRA season, all the premiums are tax-free. It makes perfect sense. It really does. And I think the whole set it and forget it is a little bit of a cop-out if I say that. Like, it's just easy. I just like set it and forget it, which I do. I've said it once, I'll say it again. If I did not have a YouTube channel, I would max mine out tomorrow, which took me 5 years to be able to do. So don't compare my 5th year to your 1st year. You know, get it done when you can get it done. And if you're still in 2021, you have till April 15th to do so for this year. So don't start 2022 till you get as much into 2021 as you can. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would max it out and I would not look at it for the rest of the year. I would not look at it for the rest of the year. As far as why I don't wheel in it, there's actually a couple like honest answers to this. When I started my Roth IRA, I didn't really know about the wheel and trading the wheel. And I also didn't know the difference between a mutual fund and an ETF. So I started with VTSAX, all VTSAX all day. When I finally learned out about the wheel, I was like, I thought about doing it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. You can't trade the wheel with mutual funds. So then I was like, all right, well, I have to sell all of this VTSAX, convert it into VTI. Frankly, it wasn't worth it to me. And then I was like, all right, well, I'll just put it into VTI. Okay. Last year, I talked myself out of that. I'm going to be honest with you, Robin. There's a very good chance that this year I might put VTI in. I might do $6,000 of VTI. I might. Now, that won't be enough to trade the wheel. But what that will do is give me 2 or 3 years where in 3 years, if this is still going well and I still like trading options, I might consider it. But you know better than most that when I, quote, retire from this whole social media and all this thing, I'm probably not going to trade options anymore. Like, this is sport for me. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's something that I like doing. It's something I love even more teaching. But when those teaching days and stuff are gone, so it's like, I don't see myself wanting to necessarily grow that position so that I can just trade the wheel when I think in 5-10 years, I don't know if I'll still be doing that. But I might give myself the opportunity to do so. This year might be one of those years where I put some VTI in there. Guys, I just want to take a quick pause and tell you about one of the newest trading apps I recently downloaded and one that you can start using for your trading, and that's today's video sponsor, Moomoo. I say new because they're new to the United States, but what you may not know is Moomoo is one of the most popular trading apps in all of Hong Kong. I've really enjoyed using this app, and if you open a brokerage account, you could trade commission-free if you're a United States resident trading inside USA markets. They offer free pro-level data, analytics tools like TradingView and Level 2 market data right on your app and laptop, and 24-hour in-app customer service. Not to mention, this month they're giving away up to 5 free stocks valued at up to $3,500 each. If you're new to trading, keep in mind that they are an advanced trading app, so their user interface can take a little bit of getting used to, but it's designed for serious traders looking to learn and grow using their tools. So if you're looking for a new trading app and up to 5 free stocks, click the link down below. Follow me as well as the other 17 million others on the app. And thank you so much for Moomoo for being today's sponsor and supporting this channel. The last reason, or not the last reason, another reason why I didn't do it was because in this incredible bull market we've been having, VTSAX has been doing amazing for me. It's doing, I think I have 34,000. I'll cross $40,000, which is a perfectly round number to do a video on. Thank you very much, YouTube gods. But I think $9,000 of that is growth. So I thought to myself, like, why am I going to screw with that? Like, it's doing good. Like, why do I need to get greedy and look for another like 6 to 10%? Then the set it and forget it part is like last. I like my foundation. I like having a solid retirement. One day, my retirement is my dreams. It's my retirement early. It's my daughter's wedding. It's things like that would sting a lot more. And you mentioned, Brad, you're wheeling with VTI. That goes back to what I just said a second ago. I want to test it for 2 years or so. And that's how long I'm willing to test stuff, to see how much more it really gets me, so that when I get to 2-3 more years from now and I have 100 shares of VTI inside my Roth IRA, I'll know if it's mathematically worth my time. So that's why I'm wheeling it now. I've joked and said, I'm wheeling VTI so I could say that I'm an index fund and I'm also an option trader at the same time, just to mess with the people that hate options. But that's really what it is. Full disclosure, you heard it here first. I wheel VTI to test the future of 100 shares of VTI inside my Roth. I guess to sum that all up, I didn't want to trade out all my VTSAX. The growth was awesome, and I don't think that I'm going to be trading options that far past the YouTube world. But I am willing to try it out. This year, there'll be a video on it. This year will most likely be VTI, and I'll reiterate some of these things inside that video. But if I could go back, I don't think I would change much. Like if this is your first year opening a Roth IRA and you're thinking like, should I start to build 100 shares? You're getting to the point of personal preference. I know a ton of people that trade the wheel inside their Roth IRA. I know a ton of people. I clap for other people that win. And I'm also willing to lose by omission instead of commission. I'm willing to not have the greatest Roth IRA returns ever because I didn't trade the wheel, omission, as opposed to like risking it and trying it. And now my daughter has a crappier wedding than I planned for her because I had to trade options inside of it. Hope that makes sense, Robin. Cheers. Guys, I hope that gave a clearer picture of why I'm not and why I might start in the near future. I'll definitely keep you posted. Look for my Roth IRA videos, which I like to post pretty much every quarter or so, every 3 to 6 months. I'll keep you fully intact, guys. Once again, if you do want to try out Moomoo and get up to 5 free stocks, click that link down in the description below. And until I see you guys on the next one, stay positive, work really, really hard always, please. Be kind to other people. Hope you have yourself an amazing day and an even better tomorrow.